Valerie?
Oh, yes, I would do that. Oh, yes, I would do that.
Hello.
Hello, good
Hello?
morning, everyone. Let's, if everyone could stay on mute for a few minutes, please.
Alrighty.
All right, very good. This is Judge Kassan. This is the 10 a.m. docket on November 12th, 2020 for the City of Olmos Park Municipal Court. Thank you for joining us this morning. We will get started here in a few minutes. I will call the docket. And then after I call the docket, I will make some preliminary announcements, okay? When I call your name, please let me know that you're here either by waving to me or taking yourself off of mute and letting me know that you're present, okay? Just so everyone is aware, we are currently live streaming on YouTube in order to comply with the open courts provision of the Constitution. There is no other outside recording allowed, so we ask that you please comply with that request. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and call the docket. George Aguirre. George Aguirre. Joshua Aguirre. Joshua Aguirre. Antonio Alvarado. Antonio Alvarado. Jose Aguilar Cantu. Jose Aguilar Cantu. Joshua Corona. Joshua Corona. Eric Escalante.
Here.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Christopher Garcia. I'm sorry, that was a reset, right? Okay. Laura Garcia. Laura Garcia. I see you. Thank you. Alexandra Hodges. Alexandra Hodges. John Howard. John Howard.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Did you hear my name here for Jose Aguilar Cantu?
No, thank you. Jose Aguilar Cantu. Got you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
So John Howard. John Howard. Jose Lopez. Jose Lopez. Omar Felix Martinez Jr. No. Omar Felix Martinez Jr. Jeremiah Naranjo.
Here.
Thank you, sir. Angelica Ordonez. Angelica Ordonez. Carlos Peña. Carlos Peña. Miranda Rodriguez.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Thank you.
Excuse
Yes,
me, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
For Angelica Ordonez, she actually lives with me, but we didn't get a notice that she was supposed to appear today in court. Is there any way I can contact her after this to tell her that she missed her court because we didn't get a notice?
All right. Is there any way you can contact her right now?
Yes, ma'am. I can contact her right now, but will I get kicked off the Zoom?
Why don't you call her after I speak with you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. And that was,
No
what was her
problem.
name? Angelica or
Angelica Ordonez?
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Priscilla Rodriguez. Priscilla Rodriguez. David Rosado. David Rosado. Is that you, sir? Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Ivan Martinez Rosas. Ivan Martinez Rosas. Alexis Marie Sanchez. Alexis Marie Sanchez. Sheena Sanders or Shayna Sanders.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Thank you. Matthew Silva. Matthew Silva. Cash Walker. Cash Walker. Outlaw Walker. Outlaw Walker. Dean Weatherby.
He's present with counsel, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. And Marcus Zuniga. Marcus Zuniga. Okay, I see he's on there. Okay.
Hey, I'm Victoria Hodge.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Are you listed under Alexandra Hodges?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Maybe.
Mr. Shaughnessy,
Yes, Your Honor.
have you spoken with the prosecutor or would you like an opportunity to visit with him?
It's whenever it's available, Your Honor. I thought you were going to make some general remarks, and I'd speak.
I am. I just wanted to see if you wanted to speak with him.
No, I can wait.
Okay, all right, very good.
Nice to see you.
All right, very good. So just generally, if this is your first appearance, I'm going to ask you how you plead on your case, okay? You have three options: guilty, not guilty, or no contest, okay? If you plead guilty, you're admitting guilt and you're asking the court to assess the punishment in the case. If you plead no contest, you're not admitting guilt. However, you're choosing not to contest the charges and you just want to resolve the matter today. Again, that's no contest. If you plead not guilty, that means you are contesting the charges and you would like to request a trial, either a jury trial or a non-jury trial. You have a constitutional right to a jury trial. If you choose a jury trial, the case will be heard by 6 citizens of Olmos Park and they will decide the case, okay? If you choose to waive the right to a jury trial, you can waive that. I'm sorry, if you waive your right to a jury trial, you will have a non-jury trial or a bench trial. That means the case will be heard by me or another judge in Olmos Park. Neither of those trials will take place today. You will first be scheduled for a pretrial hearing with the prosecutor and then be scheduled for a trial date at a later date and time, okay? Jury trials are not being scheduled at the moment and they will be occurring sometime next year when we're given the all clear for those, okay? You will have the opportunity today to visit with the prosecutor in hopes of resolving your case. And if not, again, we will schedule you for a pretrial hearing on the matter. All right. If you do want to try to resolve your cases today or case, there are some options available to you. Many of you are probably here on traffic violations and you would perhaps like to keep that off your driving record. There are some options available to you. The first of which is the driving safety course. If you have not taken the driving safety course in the last 12 months for a moving violation for a ticket dismissal, you may be eligible. However, you must have a valid Texas driver's license and insurance in your name, okay? If you are under 25, you are required to take the course. If you are a commercial driver's license holder, you are not eligible for the driving safety course. There are court fees associated with the driving safety course that you must pay before you're allowed to take the course. And then you will have 90 days for completion, okay? If you successfully complete the course and turn in your requirements, the case is closed out and it does not appear as a conviction on your driving record. The other option that might be available to you is deferred disposition, sometimes informally called probation. It's an unsupervised probationary period anywhere from 1 day to 180 days. And depending on the violation, there may be some additional requirements placed upon you. There is a special expense fee associated with the deferral, and that will vary from case to case. The additional requirements that may be placed upon you will also vary from case to case. That will include something perhaps like a class, community service hours, not receiving any additional violations, making the payments on time. It will just vary from case to case, again, depending on the violation that is charged. However, if you successfully complete the terms of the probationary period, the case is closed out and does not appear as a conviction on your record. Okay? If you are a commercial driver's license holder, you are not eligible for the deferred disposition for a traffic ticket. Okay? If you are here with multiple violations, I will likely have you speak with the prosecutor in hopes of reaching a plea bargain with him. Okay? If you are here for a payment plan, community service hours, and extension, I'll be happy to talk to you about those issues here shortly when I call you up. I ask that you please be patient. There's quite a few of you on the docket today. We will be going in alphabetical order, okay? If you have questions specific about your case, I will take those up individually with you here in a few minutes, okay? All right. Mr. Shaughnessy, did you want to speak with the prosecutor now?
Yes, please, Your Honor. Former colleague of mine,
What's that?
a former colleague of mine from the district attorney's office.
Oh, very good. All right. We'll send you into a breakout room.
Thank you.
All right.
Judge, and then if I could get in line after Mr. Shaughnessy.
Absolutely. And you are here with what client? I'm sorry.
For Cash Walker and Outlaw Walker.
Very good. I'll put you down. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Okay, Mr. Jose Aguilar Cantu.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you, sir?
Good morning.
Good morning. You have a charge
I'd
here
like
for running a stop sign. How do you plead?
Oh, not guilty. I never ran the stop sign.
Yes, sir. Would you like a trial by judge or a trial by jury?
Is there any way to resolve this right now, or?
I will let you speak with the prosecutor in a few minutes. Maybe you can resolve it today, okay?
Sure. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, just hang on the line. He will be with you shortly. You'll go into a breakout room with him, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Please be patient.
Thank you.
Okay. Eric Escalante.
Present, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Let's see here. You have 4 violations, a little bit older violations, back from April of 2005.
Yes.
You have a charge for expired operator's license. How do you plead?
No contest. I'd like to resolve the matter as quick as possible. But
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, so you have another violation for no insurance, your second no insurance violation. How do you plead?
no contest.
Okay, failure to display driver's license.
No contest.
And speeding 50 miles per hour in a 30 mile per hour zone. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. All right. You wanted to resolve these today. Did you just want to pay them off and enter into some sort of payment plan? Did you want to perhaps talk to the prosecutor about a plea bargain because you have multiple violations? How did you want to?
Yeah, I would like to talk to the prosecutor, given that they're from 2005, and I don't know if this is a time for yourself, but at the time, from what I recall, the officer advised me he was letting me off with a warning, didn't provide me any tickets. If I had known that there were tickets, of course, I wouldn't be looking to address it 19 years, or actually 15 years later. So I'm just trying to see what the quickest option we can do to
Sure.
have it, since
Okay.
since I'm now not able to have a driver's license.
Okay, well, let me get you in line here to speak with him. There are a
Okay.
couple of people ahead of you, but if you'll be patient, he'll be happy to talk to you about these violations. Because right now you're looking at about $1,300 in fines. Okay.
Yes. Thank you,
All right.
Judge.
All right. Please be patient. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Laura Garcia. Here you are.
Here.
Okay. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So you have open container in motor vehicle passenger. How do you plead?
Not guilty. I mean, not guilty. No contest. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a possession of drug paraphernalia charge. How do you plead?
No contest or contest?
Nope. No contest on that? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
How old are you?
I am 26.
Okay. How did you want to take care of these violations today?
Well, what are the options that I would have?
All right, so you're looking at a fine for the open container of $195. You're looking at a fine of the possession of drug paraphernalia of $281. There's a deferral fee that's a little more expensive for each of those. If you wanted to take the deferral or the probationary period for those, it would be $301 for the possession of drug paraphernalia. And the open container would be $215. Okay.
Oh, wow.
You would be on a 6-month deferral for both of those. And then in addition, it would be 8 hours of community service.
Is there any way,
Hello?
because those weren't, excuse me, those weren't mine. I got picked up during my lunch break, and the person who's taking the fault for it is actually here at court.
Okay, then I'm going to have you speak with the prosecutor if you want to plead not guilty, okay?
Okay.
All right, so just hang on a minute, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Alexandra Hodges.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Let's see here. The charge is operating a motor vehicle with only one license plate. How do you plead on that?
Not guilty.
Not guilty? Okay. All right. Did you want a
Yes,
trial
ma'am.
by judge or a trial by jury?
Can I speak to someone today
Sure, you can
about
speak.
it?
Yes, you can speak with the prosecutor here in a few minutes. There are several people ahead of you, okay? So just be patient, okay? Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, Jeremiah Naranjo.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing fine, thanks. Let's see. You have a charge here of open container and motor vehicle passenger. How do you plead on that violation?
I still want to stick to the same plea I chose in our last meeting.
Okay. Can you remind me what that was? I don't see it here. Oh, I see. You wanted to review the video with the prosecutor, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. I'll make a note of that. I don't know if he has the video available today because you were scheduled back in September, right, for that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
What is the video?
I don't know. You'll have to talk to him about that to see if there is something that's available, okay?
Okay.
All right. There's a note here in the file that was what you were scheduled to do. So let me see if that's available and he'll speak with you here shortly, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm sorry, Miranda Rodriguez.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking.
Good, good. So you have a charge here. Driving while license suspended. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. Possession of drug paraphernalia. How do you plead?
No contest.
Open container in motor vehicle, driver, how do you plead?
No contest.
No seatbelt, driver, how do you plead?
No contest.
And failed to signal turn, required distance, how do you plead?
No contest.
How did you want to take care of these today?
I recently just got the letter. I just got a hold of it, and I didn't have time to contact my lawyer. I just wanted to speak to the prosecutor, I guess, about what I
Alright.
can do.
Are you planning on hiring a lawyer to handle this for you?
Yes.
All right, so I can reset you 30 days so you can do that.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I'm going to reset 30 days. Make sure you have your lawyer contact the court and send them a letter of representation, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Once you've hired them, they'll need to notify the court that so we can notify them of any additional correspondence that goes out to you from here forward, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, so 30-day reset to hire an attorney, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, any questions?
Not at this moment.
All right, so again, as soon as you hire your attorney, make sure they send a letter of representation to the court, okay?
Okay.
That way we can notify them of any upcoming hearings for your cases.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good day. You're free to go. Thank you. Mr. Dixon?
Judge, I have a tentative agreement with Mr. Shaughnessy. He's going to double check with his client, but it sounds like it's an agreement. So since I've got to visit with other people, I'm going to go ahead and just tell you what it is, all right?
Okay.
We're going to file a failure to appear charge, Judge. I'm going to
Okay.
request that. $200 fine on that and 30 days deferred. And then dismiss the drug paraphernalia. And at the moment, I'm going to reset that till January to let all that fall into place.
January 14th?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Shaughnessy, is that your understanding of the agreement with Mr. Dixon?
It is, Your Honor, and I want to talk to my client before we sign off.
Absolutely.
Does
Okay.
my client need to appear before you?
What's that? Say again?
My client need to appear before you?
If he's already, if you come to an agreement with the prosecutor, he does not have to appear again.
Okay. Could you put me in a breakout room with him?
With Mr. Dixon again?
No, with Mr. Weatherby.
Let's see. Are we?
He's on there somewhere.
Yeah, I see him on there. Can you do that, Valerie?
Yes.
Mr. Weatherby, you should be receiving a notice so you can speak with your attorney, okay? He'll explain everything that was talked about with the prosecutor, okay?
Yeah, he just has to click back with the prosecutor. Oh. Bring them all back.
Is there more than one breakout room? I hope, because we don't want them to hog the breakout room.
Right, let me create another one. Hold on just a moment. Okay.
Okay.
All righty.
Okay, they're in separate breakout rooms.
Okay. All right, Frank, you have Mr. Folks.
Okay. Valerie, is that going to be like breakout room 1 or 2 that I go to, or are you
You're
going to
still
send me
in meet with prosecutor. You're the only
Okay.
one in that. Yes.
Okay.
Let's see.
Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so next up I have David Rosado.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, sir, how are you?
I'm keeping my head up. Thank you for asking me.
Good, very good. So you have a charge here, possession of drug paraphernalia. How do you plead on that case?
No contest, Your
Okay.
Honor.
And how did you want to take care of that?
What are my options?
The fine is $281. We can place you on a payment plan for that, and that would be a conviction on your record. I can place you on a deferral for $301. It would be 6 months, no similar violations. You can also be placed on a payment plan for that if you can't pay it in full. Assuming you comply with the terms and don't pick up any additional violations, the case would be closed out and would not appear as a conviction.
I would like to take that option, Your Honor.
The deferral?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so again, it's $301. Is that something that you can pay today in full, or do you need some time?
Not today, but in approximately within a month, I could do that.
You can pay that in 30 days?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I'll schedule you to pay in 30 days, and your deferral will not begin until you make that payment, okay?
Okay.
Unless you wanted to make an initial payment of, say, $50, and then we could just put you on a payment plan for that.
How would that go?
A $50 payment, say, within the next 2 weeks, and then we
okay.
would start your deferral at that point.
Okay, I could do that.
You want to do that? $50 in 2 weeks?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then we'll place you on a deferral, and that would be, again, 6 months, 180 days. Continue making your monthly payments until the 301 balance is paid in full, and do not pick up any additional violations during that 6 month time.
All right.
All right. Do you have any questions?
How, like, is there any other information I could like take down to go about it, or like how do I
You're going to receive some paperwork once you go
Okay.
to the court. Again, you can go to the court and make that payment in person, or if you wanted to pay by phone, you could contact them and do it that way. However, the minimum payment by phone is $100.
Okay.
All right. But once you make that initial payment, they will provide some additional paperwork detailing the terms of the deferral and when your payments are due.
All right, so I'll like to for that payment, I'll get that by mail, like to go ahead and start that, or do I need to like do that like after the meeting?
You'll be receiving a notice, but you do
Okay.
need to take a note to make sure you pay this within the next 2 weeks, just to get you started.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions?
No, that should be it. Thank you.
All right. You're free to go. Just make sure you make that payment. Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you. Mr. Shaughnessy?
Yes, Your Honor. I
Okay.
spoke to my client and to Mr. Dixon. We've come up with a resolution of this matter. My client is just a high school senior. He wants to run it by his father, but I don't anticipate any problems.
Okay.
So if I could talk to the clerk about the what she needs next from me, that'd be good.
Let's see. We are resetting, I believe we are resetting until January 14th. Is that correct, Valerie?
Yes.
Do you need anything else from Mr. Shaughnessy at the moment?
At the moment, no.
Okay.
So I can bring the contemplated $200 by your court anytime between now and January 14th. Is that correct?
That's correct. Absolutely. Right. So we'll make a note in the file of the proposed agreement with the prosecutor. We'll notify you of the reset date. If you want to resolve it prior to that date, there's no need to appear on the date of the reset. Okay.
I will certainly get that 200 in there before then.
All right. Very good. Any other questions before you go?
Why do you let Frank put that South Pacific screen up?
I think he finds it calming. So.
Thanks so much.
All right. You're excused. Have a great day.
Will do. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. All right. right, Ms. Sanders. Is it Sheena or Shayna?
Yes, Your Honor, Sheena Sanders.
Sheena? Okay. Give me 1 second, ma'am. I will be with you in a few minutes. Let me speak with the prosecutor, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Estoy esperando para hablar con el prosecutor.
Mr. Cantu, if you could, there you go. All right, Mr. Dixon?
Judge, on the attorney, Justin Fowles, he's got 2 clients, so I've got information on both of those. Cash Walker, we've got
Okay.
an agreement on the suspended license. He's going to plead no contest. It's 180 days deferred, $355 fine with $100 down by a week from tomorrow. The balance within 30 days. He's got to get a license within 5.5 months, either an occupational license or a regular Texas driver's license. And then dismiss the other one if he does everything he's supposed to do.
Okay.
And then on Outlaw Walker, Judge, he's a juvenile and they're not present. So I've made an agreement that he says they're going to take, but we've got to reset it 30 days for everyone to be present. But I'll go ahead if you'd like and put that plea agreement out there for the file.
Okay, go ahead.
On the failure to display license, he's going to plead no contest, 180 days deferred, plus a $234 fine up front. And then on the violate driver's license restriction, plead no contest, 180 days deferred with a $234 fine up front. And then those other 2 charges will be dismissed at the end if he does everything he's supposed to do. And I was resetting those till December 10th so they can all appear together and implement that agreement, Judge.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Fox, is that your understanding of the agreement for both Mr. Cashwalker and Mr. Outlaw Walker?
It is, Your Honor.
All right, so I'll go ahead and accept the agreement on Cashwalker's cases, okay? And then on Mr. On the other one, on Outlaw Walker, the juvenile, I'll tentatively accept the offer and agreement with the condition that that everyone appear in 30 days on December 10th so that I can speak with him and his parent or guardian.
Sounds good, Your Honor. And then on Outlaw, the juvenile, is it okay to pay those, go ahead and pay those fines now, or?
I would wait until after I speak with him.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds
So
good. Your Honor.
I'd like to visit with both him and his parents or guardians on December 10th, and then we can process that plea agreement.
Sounds good, Judge.
All right. Any questions?
No, that's all. May I be excused?
You may be, and I will see you in 30 days.
Sounds good, Judge. Take care. Have a
Take
good
care.
Thanksgiving. All right.
You too. Bye-bye. Frank, you have Mr. Jose Aguilar Cantu.
Okay, I'll head over there.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Sanders.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sorry about that. You came back right at the same time I called your name.
That's okay.
Okay, so you have a charge here for no driver's license. How do you plead?
No contest, Your Honor.
Okay, you have another one for littering. How do you plead?
No contest.
No seatbelt driver. How do you plead?
No contest.
And possession of drug paraphernalia. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. How did you want to resolve these today? There's multiple violations. I don't know if you want to speak with the prosecutor about perhaps a plea bargain.
Well, I would like to resolve all of them.
Okay. Did you want?
I see. The thing about it is the possession of the drug paraphernalia. The reason why I'm pleading no contest is because it didn't belong to me.
Okay, so you would probably want to plead not guilty on that one. If you're saying it wasn't yours, If you would like to contest that, then you would like to plead not guilty, okay?
Okay.
Okay? So I'm
And
gonna
if I
change.
do no contest, does that mean that I would just pay the fine, or like how does that work? Because I've
Correct.
never done this before, so.
Right, so when you plead no contest, that means you're not contesting the charges, you're not arguing about it, you just want to take care of it. You're not admitting guilt, you just want to pay the fine. So you would pay the fine
That's
on the.
exactly what I want to do.
I'm sorry? I missed that. What did you say?
Yes, that's what I would like to do.
You just want to pay the fine
I
on.
would just like to take care, yes, just to.
Okay, so because you have
And then
multiple.
also with the license, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay, the driver's license, I sent in some of my information through your guys' email, my impact test, and also my computer test that I have passed and completed. And also I have already set up my appointment for my driving test. I believe it's December 17th, and I sent all that in already. So I don't know if maybe that's something we can excuse.
Okay.
Since I've already taken care of that.
Okay, that's good news that you're scheduled for an exam on the, or appointment with the driver's license office. That's good news. That's good.
Yes, it's been very difficult because of the COVID.
Sure.
I know they just recently, not too long ago, opened up their offices again and accepting appointments and everything.
Exactly. So things are getting pushed out further and further. So it's good you got one within the next month. That's great. All right. So here are some options for you. We can talk about fines and fees, or I can have you speak with the prosecutor about a plea bargain because you do have all of these multiple violations. He may be able to have you pay on some and maybe dismiss some upon successful payment of the others. Is that something you'd like to talk to him about?
Well, if I was to pay on some of them, you mean like maybe one or two in payments, and then maybe the other ones will be excused afterwards, or?
Perhaps it would depend on him and if he decides to enter a plea bargain with you, but more than likely that's something that would probably happen. Yes, that's correct.
Okay, yeah, just whatever I can do.
Okay.
Tickets, because I never had anything on my name before.
Okay,
and
sure.
I just now recently started to drive because I wanted to become more independent. So I'm just wanting to get rid of all of this.
Okay.
Honestly, it's something that has been nagging at me. And so I don't know if maybe we can set up payment arrangements for them until they're paid off, or I mean, I honestly, I don't even know what would be the best solution. I just want to make sure nothing goes on my record.
Okay. Well, let me have you visit with him here in a few minutes because like I said, there are multiple violations. And then we can work with you on trying to keep those off your record. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Just be patient. You'll receive a notice in a few minutes. He does have several people ahead of you. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I understand. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Mr. Dixon.
Judge, Mr. Cantu, seems like with the phones, it's hard to leave breakout rooms sometimes, but I'm making that a warning. He was going to call back in.
I think he's calling in now.
Okay.
I'm here.
All right. So I'm going to make that a warning, Judge.
All right. Thank you. You have Mr. Escalante next.
Okay. I'll head over there.
Thank you. Mr. Cantu?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So
Okay.
the prosecutor is going to dismiss that case. Okay.
Thank you. What do I need to do now?
You're free to go and you're free to sign off. Okay.
How do I sign up? Just hang up?
Yes, sir.
All right. Have a good day. Stay
Have a
safe.
good one. Stay safe. Bye-bye now. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Mr. Zuniga, can you hear me? Okay, you're on mute, sir. There we go. There we go. Can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, very good. Okay. So you have a failure to maintain financial responsibility or insurance. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. Charge for no driver's license. How do you plead?
No contest. I had a driver's license, but it was class M instead of a class C, and there was because I had my class C, so I don't understand why they didn't put both of them on there. Because
Okay.
I have a because I had a motorcycle, so the officer got me for that. But I do have a valid driver's license.
Okay. Do you have you submitted a copy of that to the court yet, or?
No, ma'am. I can do that today.
Okay, you do have a valid Texas driver's license.
Yes, ma'am. I do.
Okay. Great. All right. And then failure to signal required distance before turn. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. Failure to stop at a designated point or stop sign. How do you plead?
No contest.
And open container in motor vehicle driver. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. All right. So assuming we can take care of the driver's license violation, that still leaves you with 4 others. Okay. What's the status of the insurance? Do you have that now?
I have insurance. I no longer have the vehicle, but I do have another vehicle, and I do have full coverage on it.
Okay, very good. And that's
So I can
that's
I can
insurance.
submit that. Yes, yes, ma'am. So I can submit that paperwork to you
Okay.
also.
You just didn't have it at the time of the
I
stop?
didn't have it. Yeah, because I had just purchased the vehicle, and I thought there was a grace period that you had
Okay.
to get insurance, but I guess I was wrong.
Right. Okay. So you have these multiple violations. It would probably be in your best interest to talk to the prosecutor about maybe a plea bargain if you're interested in that. Otherwise, we can talk about fines and fees. It's up to you.
If there's any way that I can get put on a payment plan, I should be able to pay it off because I'm a disabled a veteran, so I receive my disability once a month, and I should be able to pay it off, over the course of time.
Okay. All right. Did you?
I am seeking employment so I can get back on track with my.
Okay. So you're unemployed at the moment?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
But I do receive. I'm at 80% disability right now for being in the military.
Okay. Well, thank you for your service.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to have you visit with the prosecutor. I'll let him know that you do have insurance and a driver's license, and then maybe we can have you work out a plea bargain with him in a few minutes, okay?
Okay, thanks, Your Honor.
All right, just hang on a few minutes. He does have a few people ahead of you, as you can see, okay?
Okay, all right, thank you.
All right, please be patient. Thank you.
All right.
Miss Ordonez?
Yes, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, good. So you have a charge here for failure to maintain financial responsibility or insurance. How do you plead?
Not guilty. I like my lawyer asked me to ask for a reset.
Okay.
Richard Langwa.
What's your attorney's name?
Richard Langwa. I'm also connected with Laura Garcia for the open container and the possession of marijuana, which is also that was on me. But once again, I need to talk with my lawyer about it.
Okay, so the possession of drug paraphernalia charge, how do you plead on that one?
Not guilty.
Okay, so your attorney, Richard Langwa, you said?
Yes.
Has he notified the court that he's the attorney on your cases yet?
I just got off the phone with his assistant, and yes, they're aware now. They're now aware. None of us were aware, like me or my lawyer.
Okay, so have him send in a letter of representation to the court so we can send any additional notices to him. Okay.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. And also, how would I get it to where Miss Laura Garcia is not involved or necessarily involved, but not where she's like clear from this? Because like that all of the stuff had nothing to do with her.
Is he going to represent her as well?
No, because he said it's a conflict of interest.
Okay.
If since we're both.
All right, so we'll have to talk to her separately.
Okay, okay,
Okay, so I'll reset you 30 days, okay?
okay.
To December, is it 10th, Valerie?
Yes.
December 10th?
And I just have him send you guys a letter that he's representing me.
Correct, and at that point, he'll have an opportunity to visit with the prosecutor, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, we'll reset you 30 days and send notice, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, have a good one.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Everyone else is waiting for the prosecutor, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you.
Judge,
Yes, sir.
I've got a plea offer that I'm going to leave open for 90 days for Mr. Escalante on his citation.
Okay, go ahead.
On the speeding, it's going to be $355.50 as a fine. All right.
Okay.
Valerie, that college fee you got over there, that's included in the 305.50, is that right?
That is correct.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so his total on the speeding is going to be $355.50 with 180 days deferred.
Okay.
All right. And then on the failure to display license, it's going to be $277.50 with 180 days deferred.
Okay.
And then on the no insurance, it'll be a dismissal for $80 warrant and omni fees.
Okay.
And then on the expired license, it'll be a dismissal for a $30 omni fee, waive the warrant fee. And he doesn't have, that should be $743. He doesn't have that right now. He's going to save it up. And so I'm going to keep that offer open for 90 days. He thinks that's enough time to get that together.
What was the total again?
$743, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Mr. Escalante, is that your understanding of the agreement with the prosecutor?
That is, Your Honor.
Okay, he's holding it open for 90 days. I will lift the warrant, so your cases will come out of warrant status, okay? We will not lift the hold, however, on the driver's license until everything's paid off. Okay,
You got it. Yes, yes, Your Honor.
all right, any questions?
No.
All right, you're free to go. Just as soon as you can make that payment, you can come in and make that payment, okay? And if you want to at least start if you don't have the entire $743, but you'd like to make incremental payments, you can do that as well. Okay, I'll make
Okay.
sure they make a note of that in the file.
Okay, yeah, that was a question I had for Ms. Dixon, but I appreciate you clarifying that for me. And I'll get working on that to clear
All right.
up within 90
Very good.
days.
All right, any questions?
No,
All right, you're free to go. Thanks for your patience today.
thank you. You all have a good day.
You do the same. Thanks. You have next Miss Laura Garcia, Frank.
Okay, I'll head over there, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. I'm glad you can hear me. I got kicked out of the room. I didn't know if you called my name or something.
No, we're still waiting. The
Okay.
prosecutor's taking everyone individually. Let's see here. He has 2 other people ahead of you, I believe, at the moment.
Okay. No, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't called and then it kicked me out of the room and then I was just, you didn't know I was back online or something.
Sure. No, I appreciate you checking
Okay.
in. You will see a little
Thank you.
pop-up window when it's your turn, though, okay?
Okay. Okay. Thank you for
All right.
telling me. This is my first time doing a Zoom call, so I don't know how it works exactly.
Sure. No, appreciate you checking in. Yes, you'll see that notice here in a few
Thank you.
minutes. Thank you.
Okay.
Judge, I've got an agreement on Miss Laura Garcia.
Go ahead.
She's gonna plead on the open container, no contest, 180 days deferred, a $281 fine, She's gonna be on a payment plan with $100 down by a week from tomorrow. And then I'll dismiss the other one if she does everything she's supposed to do.
Okay, Ms. Garcia,
Yes, ma'am.
is that your understanding of the plea bargain agreement with the prosecutor?
Yes, ma'am, and I'm thankful. Thank you.
All right, very good. So 180 days deferral, you'll have a payment of $281 as a fine, and you're going to pay 100 of that next week. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. I would just call your county number, right?
You call the municipal court number, and they can take
Yes,
that
ma'am.
payment over the phone. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and then you'll get some paperwork after that that indicates the terms of the probationary period, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, any questions before you go?
No, ma'am.
All right, just make sure you comply with that one, and the other one will be closed out, okay?
Yes, ma'am. You have a good day.
All right, you do the same. Thanks again. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I'm sorry. Frank, you have Alexandra Hodges.
Okay. I'll go over there.
Okay, thank you.
I got an agreement on Hodges, Judge,
Go ahead.
and she's just got the one license plate violation. Is that correct?
That's correct. She was pleading not guilty, I believe.
Okay, I made an agreement. She's gonna plead no contest. $100 fine. That's the grand total, including court costs. And 30 days deferred. And she lives in Mississippi, so she said she's gonna pay that over the phone. I gave her until a week from tomorrow.
Okay. Ms. Hodges, is that your understanding of the agreement with the prosecutor?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any questions about that?
No, ma'am.
All right,
Thank
just make
you.
sure you're welcome. Make sure you contact the court by next Friday to make that payment, and then it'll be 30 days of deferral and close out after those 30 days, okay?
Okay.
All right, any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, you're free to go. Have a great day.
Okay. Thank you. You too.
Stay safe. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Frank, you have Jeremiah Naranjo, and I believe he was scheduled for a video, to review a video.
Okay. So I'm gonna go to the breakout room?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to call the docket again while we're waiting. I know you're present, Ms. Sanders, and I know you're present, Mr. Zuniga. I'm just going to call it again for those that didn't appear on the first call, okay? George Aguirre. George Aguirre. Joshua Aguirre. Joshua Aguirre. Antonio Alvarado. Antonio Alvarado. Joshua Corona. Joshua Corona. John Howard. John Howard. Jose Lopez. Jose Lopez. Omar Felix Martinez Jr. Omar Felix Martinez Jr. Carlos Peña. Carlos Peña. Priscilla Rodriguez. Priscilla Rodriguez. Ivan Martinez Rosas. Ivan Martinez Rosas. Alexis Marie Sanchez. Alexis Marie Sanchez. Matthew Silva. Matthew Silva. That's everyone that didn't appear on the first call.
Judge, I've got an agreement on Mr. Naranjo.
Okay, go ahead.
It's 30 days deferred and $81 court costs only. And he's gonna pay that by a week from tomorrow.
All right, Mr. Naranjo,
Yes, ma'am.
is that your understanding of the plea bargain offer from the prosecutor?
Yes, ma'am.
And you'd like to accept that agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you can pay that by next Friday, the 20th?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. I'll go ahead and accept that and we'll make a note of it and just make sure you make that payment by next Friday, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're free to go. Have a good day. Thanks for your
You too.
patience.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, Frank, you have Miss Sanders next and then Mr. Zuniga, okay?
All right, I'll head over.
Thank you. Getting closer, Mr. Zuniga. Thanks for your patience.